All right. Hey guys, I'm Emma Wilson, and today we're here for Virtually Wild Communities at the Houston Audubon Raptor and Education Center. Today we are trying to stay safe with COVID-19, so we all have masks and we're socially distancing, so you'll only see one person on camera at a time. But we have a couple of people behind the camera who will ask questions, and if you're watching us today on our live stream, feel free to ask questions in the comments and we'll try to get back to you. We love it when our programs are interactive. All right, so today we have Marianne Weber and Jeanette Lambert, who are going to share with us some of the wild owls that they have here. All right, thank you guys.
All right, welcome everybody to Houston Audubon's Raptor and Education Center. Houston Audubon is a bird conservation organization here in Houston, and our mission is conserving birds and their habitats. And of course, here at the Education Center, Jeanette and I get to teach about birds all the time. And we love doing programs like this, coming to classrooms virtually and in-person programs at schools and libraries and hospitals. And of course, the stars of the show are always the raptors and other wild creatures that we share with our audiences. Today I have Alex with me. Alex is an 18-year-old barn owl. She and her brother live here at the Raptor Center. And they're a little bit different from the other birds that we teach with. For the most part, the birds that we teach with were found in the wild, injured. Alex and her brother Getty actually came to us from the zoo world. She was raised in captivity and has been an education ambassador her entire life. We're very fortunate here in the Houston area to have a great diversity of bird life, great diversity of bird species. We have wonderful habitats both in our city and around the city, lots of green space, city parks, county parks, preserves like this one, where you can really get out into the wild without going too far and see some amazing birds. A barn owl like this is a bird you'd find out in open country, prairies, meadows, coastal marshes. One of my favorite places to go see barn owls is Anahuac National Wildlife Refuge. And if you're there right before the sun comes up, you might glimpse a barn owl flying low over the coastal marsh or over the prairies, hunting for its favorite food, which is mice. They have incredibly sharp talons. They are a raptor for capturing their prey. Of course, they've got a sharp beak for eating, but they use their talons, their claws, to capture their prey. And barn owls are built to hunt in prairies, marshes, and fields. With these long feet, birds sit on their toes, or stand on their toes, I should say. Their ankles are up high, their knees are way up high. So this very long foot and leg enable the barn owl to pounce down into grasses in the fields and meadows to capture their prey. Owls rely on their hearing and their incredible night vision to locate their prey. Owls have a disc of feathers on their face that actually captures the sounds and directs the sounds back to their ear openings. And because a barn owl like this is hunting above very thick vegetation, it really relies on its hearing to locate its prey. Barn owls are incredibly beneficial. These barn owls eat 3 to 4 large mice every night for dinner. If these owls were living in the wild, they'd be eating even more than that. So farmers and ranchers really benefit from having barn owls around for mouse protection, for eating those pesky mice that would otherwise be eating the farmer's crops and the feed for his animals. As the name implies, barn owls nest in barns and can be found in barns, abandoned buildings, silos. Many, many years ago, they would have been found nesting in hollow trees. But as the forests were cleared and landscapes changed, they had to find a new place to nest. And an old abandoned barn, or a barn that has an opening, is a great place for a barn owl like this to nest. When they're young hatch, they don't have any protective down feathers for the first week, so they need to be protected from wind and rain and changes in temperature. And a nice, warm, cozy barn is a great place to be. And of course, that's where the barn owls can also find lots of mice. Barn owls are found around the world except for the polar regions, so people are very familiar with them. And of course, all you Harry Potter fans will recognize the barn owl from the books and the movies. But there's a whole other family of owls out there, And Jeanette's going to introduce you to another owl that resides here at the Education Center.
Wow, so now we know a lot more about two very different types of owls for Halloween. If you haven't had your curiosity completely sated, we have a lot of book suggestions here that you can get at the library or search online. So please be sure to check out these titles. We'll leave some links to them in the description when this video is done. Thank you guys, and thanks to our friends at the Houston Audubon Raptor and Education Center. Bye!